Thank you for being with us on the Feast of St. Cyril of Jerusalem. Our top story tonight, the Biden administration responds to Russian President Vladimir Putin extending his reign over Russia in a landslide election. The outcome was considered a foregone conclusion. Putin's nearly quarter-century rule will continue with a fifth term. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, good evening to you. Vladimir Putin, who launched an invasion of Ukraine just over 2 years ago that has left thousands dead and sparked fears of nuclear conflict, will have 6 more years at least in power.
In the White House press briefing room, National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan comments on Vladimir Putin, who has led Russia as president or prime minister since December of 1999, securing a record number of votes.
Nothing about the election outcome was unpredictable because Putin had closed the political space, had locked up political opponents. Some of his political opponents had tragically died.
Chinese President Xi Jinping and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un quickly congratulated Putin, who today attended a concert on the Red Square, marking the 10th anniversary of Russia's seizure of Ukraine's Crimea Peninsula, which set the stage for Russia to invade Ukraine.
The reality is that President Putin is the president of Russia. We've had to deal with that reality throughout the war in Ukraine, throughout the other aggression Russia has undertaken.
Voters had no real alternatives to Putin, and independent monitoring was extremely limited. Today, the U.S. State Department said the Russian people deserve a free and fair election.
It certainly was an undemocratic process, and I think it is safe to say that there certainly won't be any congratulatory calls coming from the United States of America.
Putin's fiercest political foe, Alexei Navalny, died in an Arctic prison last month. Navalny's widow spent more than 5 hours in the voting line at the Russian embassy in Berlin, telling reporters that she wrote her late husband's name on her ballot. Some Russians tried to disrupt voting by starting fires at polling stations, and several were detained after throwing green liquid in the ballot boxes. Before his death, Navalny asked Russians to spoil their ballot or vote for any candidate apart from Putin.
Now, Putin also warned of the possibility of a full-scale World War III should fighting erupt between Russia and NATO. Meanwhile, $48 billion in potential U.S. aid to Ukraine remains held up in Washington, D.C. Ukraine needs more artillery shells and air defense systems. Tomorrow, President Joe Biden is back on the road for more campaigning and fundraising. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.